Let me share first and then share first. Yes. Um, long time I didn't come live. Like how long now? I haven't been live, but I just have a little bit of comparison to make. Uh, when you're live now, you just have to share. You just have to share and share and share till people come. So I want to share to some people to watch my live. You know, I think it's the best thing to do. Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of comparison between these two countries. I'm not giving any negative feedbacks or negative comparison, but everything I'm going to be seeing will be positive. Like I always say things positively because I don't want to have any, you know, crazy comments or stuffs in my inbox. So I try to be as positive as I can. Yes. And I haven't been on my YouTube for a very long time now. Reason being that I was almost giving up. Content creators and content creating is not easy. Oh. It's not for the weak, You have to be there. You need that. Yes. I am sharing to all my contact lists so they can join me, and to my friends, my family. Uh, who else is there? I'll just share to these people. And then I will be starting my life once I have people. But with or without the people, I'm going to have the life. I'm going to educate people. I'm going to share whatever I have to share. So, yes. Okay, I think I'm live. Yep, and yep. So, hello everyone. I'm Nessa. I talk about Bahrain, and it's been a very long time. Please, if you're joining here for the very first time, please share this live so it's going to, people are going to see it. So, I'm going to do a little bit of comparison between Bahrain and Dubai. But how do I want to compare Bahrain? Bahrain is like, how do I want to compare the UAE? UAE, people know it as Dubai, but it's United Arab Emirates. But a lot of people call it Dubai. So, a little bit of comparison I want to make. Generally, I have stayed in Dubai. I have been there for a period of 1 year. I cannot really say I was in the town of Dubai or I was living like in the big cities of Dubai. I was actually living in Ras Al Khaimah, which is one of their emirates in Dubai. And during the period of staying there or my life there, I noticed that life there and life here is too different. Hey! So when I talk about two different is when it comes to housing, but we all know they're Arabic countries, so they speak the same language, and I think the currency in Bahrain is higher than in the Emirates because there are times when if I want to send money to the Emirates, nobody should just come here with any musical, like they will carry me on their head. So as I was saying, if I want to send money to the Emirates, it's more expensive because I try to send money using, I think bank to bank transfer, it's costly for sure. And then yeah, because I have been doing bank to bank transfer from Bahrain to Emirates. It's expensive, but it's good. And I see that the exchange rates when it comes to Bahrain is high. And even when you want to send money to Cameroon, like in the CFRs, it's higher, you see. So yes. Okay, so now I can continue my life. So yeah, what the little bit the comparison I'm trying to make, or the little comparison I'm trying to make between these two Emirates is one when it comes to salary. I don't know if it's because I'm in the sector where they don't pay high, because I'm in the hospitality sector, and Hospitality sector, they pay high. It depending on, I think it depends on your level of education. The people who do like the managers, I think they get a higher salary. And then for other people who receive, like us, who receive the low pay or we get the low money, let's say the waiters, the cashier. But if you want to compare, let's compare the salary issue between the Emirates and in Bahrain, or let's say the UAE and Bahrain. Guys, let nobody fool you. The UAE pays more better than Bahrain. I swear, the UAE pays more better than Bahrain. A lot of people say that, hi, welcome to my life. A lot of people say when you go to the Emirates, there are no jobs, they don't pay well. No, they pay well. Because the let's say for example cleaners, they pay cleaners in the Emirates, let's say from 1,200, which is, if you want to say it in BD, you're going to say 120 BD, right? Which is not bad, because there are certain restaurants in Bahrain here that are going to pay you that amount of money that the Emirates is going to even multiply it. Now I have another little, this is the number one comparison when it comes to salary. You know that the Emirates pays well. So if you want to go to somewhere, or you want to choose which place you should go, they'll ask you come to Bahrain or come to Emirates. The reason why I would say Bahrain is good, one, is because of the housing. Because guys, the housing here is way cheaper as compared to in the UAE. Because in the UAE, you know, a lot of nationalities, a lot of people want to work, they want to hustle, they want to get money. So they now look for partition. Guys, if you see the way partitions are expensive in the UAE, you see the money they are going to take to make that partition. Okay, let's say bed space. You see the money you're going to be taking to do that bed space. If you have to take that money and then buy like to rent here in Bahrain, you're going to live in a more comfortable place, a more private place, as compared if you have to convert that money. So I spoke about the salary package to compare it between the UAE and Bahrain. Trust me, salary package in the UAE is better. It's more better, although you're going to face a little bit of difficulty when looking for a job, because there are people who told me, or that people have been telling me that, hey, they've been in Dubai for 1 year without getting a job. Me, I'm still wondering the magical that people stay for long without getting a job, because I don't know how this really works. Because personally for me, I worked in the UAE, and then I worked there for 1 year, but within that 1 year, God, I changed jobs. They will call me, let's say in PG, job Ashao, they will call me like this. I changed job because when this one is not moving, I was talking first of all in the first company, it was not really moving. So I went to another company. So I worked in 3 places. Yes, I worked in 3 places in Dubai. Then I'm seeing her person that there's no money, they don't pay. I don't understand. I'm kind of confused. For me, so when I was talking to my dad, because my dad is in the Middle East, so I was talking to him, I'm like, okay, daddy, people can get job on this sector. My father is like, right now there are no jobs in the Middle East, so I will not advise you to tell anybody to come. But like I said before, or like I've said before, traveling is luck. It's lucky to travel, like to get a job or to travel in general is luck, because there are people who have been looking for a job for a year or more and they're not going to get those jobs. But there are other people that will just come to the UAE and they'll just get the job, you see. So for me, I think it's luck. But payment, when you compare these 2 countries in terms of payment, UAE, the payment is top. It's more better than when it comes to Bahrain. Now when it comes to standard of living, for me, I'm doing my comparison alone because I have stayed there. I'm not comparing with somebody. I'm not beating somebody. I'm comparing myself. Personally, for me, I think that the standard of living is more expensive here in Bahrain than in Dubai. Okay, let's say my food. If I want to budget for my feeding in Bahrain, I'll say I'll budget maybe, because I eat a lot, I don't joke with my stomach. We work a lot, so food is my number 1 priority, so I eat a lot. So I'm going to be saying that I eat more. Why? Who is this texting me? You. Oh, sorry guys. Someone is texting me when I'm at this serious point of business. So what I'm going to say is when it comes to work spending, or let's say estimating the amount of money you want to use for these 2 places, I'm going to be saying that Here in Bahrain, the standard of living is more expensive than in Dubai. Because if I want to budget money here to eat, like I want to be eating well, I'm going to be budgeting, let's say 50 BD, which if you have to convert that 50 BD is equivalent to 500 Bahrain dinars, 500 dirhams. Yes, there's dinars and there's dirhams. So it's going to be like 500 dirhams in the UAE. But that 500 dirhams, you can do actually a lot. You cannot say you have to spend 500 dirhams just for feeding in a month. What are you cooking? Are you making bed? Are you selling food? And if you want to budget, let's say, you're going to be budgeting, let's say 220 BD, which is equivalent to 200 dirhams. So I think the cost of living here is more expensive than the UAE. Now, when I'm saying the UAE, I'm not saying everywhere, because there are some people who live very, very luxurious lives. Okay, we are Africans, we have come to hustle, so we cannot be living luxury. We can't live luxury in our country. We just came here to hustle, right? To make some money and then go back home and invest, because one, you can never get a permanent residence in the Middle East in general. Why? I think I don't know, but I don't think the Arab community allow people, they can allow you to stay for as long as you want. But know that at the end of the day, you're going back to your country. You cannot have, like in other countries, like in Europe, you stay for maybe 5 years and they're going to give you their residence, you're going to get their passports and stuff. But in the Middle East, generally, this does not work that way. They don't give. So even if you work in this country for 50 years, even if you work as if in this country for 100 years, you're going to get their resident permit. That's temporary, it's not permanent. You're going to get that temporary resident permit where you're going to be staying in that country, but you cannot be here forever. You go back to your country. So now we have to live a less luxurious life here so that we can save up and then get something doing back home in our country. So I'm thinking, or what I'm going to say is, the standards or the cost of living here, it's more expensive than in the Emirates. Then we have talked about we spoke about the salary, and like I said, because a lot of people are asking, which is more better? Is it better to stay in Dubai or is it better to stay in Bahrain? It's better to stay in Dubai. Oh, if you want to work money, like if you have a focus, you have like a concentration, you say, I want to do this at this time, I want to hustle and do this and do this, it's better to stay in Dubai. And you stay in Dubai where, let's say, the company is providing you a house, you're going to have a lot of money to save. But if you come here also, you're going to save. But when it comes to salary range, I'm going to advise you 101% to stay in the UAE than here. Yeah, it's good. I'm not advising anybody not to come here. I'm living here now, and I've weighed the difference between these two places, and I think the UAE is more better. Now let's go to the housing. Like I said before, housing, when you come to housing in the UAE and housing here in Bahrain, housing in Bahrain is top notch, number one. Trust me, because there are some houses that okay, if you, let's say in Bahrain, you can take a house and you and your friends people rent, and you guys will be paying for rooms. I can take a big house, right? I'm going to be paying, like, let's say 500 BD. That's 5,000 dirhams. We can take that room and we are like maybe 10 of us in that room, in that house. Everybody has the room, or it can be two per room. We'll make a big partition. You're going to live very comfortable, kitchen and everything. You're going to live very comfortable. Now, if you take that same money to Dubai, and let's talk about, when I talk about Dubai, or when I'm talking about the Middle East, I'm talking about Dubai in general, like the city. The city itself is very, very expensive. I have one of my cousins who was renting in Dubai. He was renting in a small, can I say room? In a small room, it was a story building. So I was asking him, how much do you pay for this house? He said he pays 1,200. That's 1,200 dirhams, which is equivalent to 120 BD. If you get 120 BD to get a house, you're going to get a good house. It will not be all furnished, but you're going to get a good, I mean, you can even get an apartment where you have a toilet, kitchen, very, very good. But then Dubai, guys, trust me, it's way different. I mean, I weigh the differences. And then the good part again, let's talk about African shops and things. African shops, there are more African shops in Dubai because, you know, a lot of Nigerians, a lot of Cameroonians, they're bringing things, selling. And yeah, when you go to African shop here in Dubai, in Bahrain also, the African shops. But I think, hi Zohaib. So, but I think that African shops here are more expensive than in Dubai. I don't know if I'm weighing it in terms of their currency, but personally, this is what I have observed, that African shops here, they are more expensive than in Dubai. For example, I wanted to buy bitter cola. I was having serious constipations a few days ago. I thought I was going to die. Hey, Jesus. I went to the hospital, did scanning, did ultrasound, ran tests. I said, what is happening to Nessa? Then one of my colleagues, he's a Cameroonian, because where I'm working, we are basically, it's an African shop, because there are more Africans than any other nationalities where I'm working. So I had told my colleague, he's a Cameroonian, so he told me that I think you should get bitter leaf. Bitter leaf is one of our African thing. Wait, I'll show you people. Where's my bitter leaf? Okay, so bitter leaf now. What I'm trying to say, bitter leaf is like this our African. We firstly, what they say is what you believe works for you. So I believe so much in our African traditional medicines. I believe that if I take African traditional medicine, I'm going to get better. So this is what bitter leaf looks like. I was telling one of my Uganda colleagues, she was like, she has never heard of it. I said, this is how bitter leaf looks like. So I bought this bitter leaf. I think I bought 3 of, I think it was 10 piece, if I'm not mistaken. It was 10 piece. It was sold for 3 BD. 3 BD is equivalent to 30 dirhams. 30. And in Dubai, I think the standard of living is relatively cheaper, because they have their big day to day. Day to day is like, how can I say, we have in Bahrain, we have day to day, but we don't have this day to day that sell all these things for a very cheaper rate, because in day to day you can buy clothes, you can buy shoes, branded, but Chinese. Now when I mean Chinese, I mean they are not original, because we believe we believe their things are not original. Not that their things are not original, something like that. So you can buy Gucci in day to day in Dubai, and then yes, you can buy very, very branded things, but at a very cheap price. Brand new. Buy something brand new, looking very like somebody like me, somebody who has small skin like me. I have a lot of advantage. If I go to day to go and get a dress, or to go and get dresses, I'm going to go with 100 dirhams. That's 10 BD. I'm going to get 10 different set of beautiful dresses. That are where nobody will even think that I bought it from there. I remember, even if you check my YouTube, I bought there's a dress I wore on my Christmas party. Christmas outing. I bought that from day to day. That's 10 dirhams. But I saw it here in Bahrain. Hey, the price I saw can buy like 4 of them. So I also think it's because of the currency. So maybe the currency is making me to feel like the standard of living here is more expensive than in Dubai. But guys, anybody who has stayed in Dubai and then had come to Bahrain to come and stay here, to live here or work here, will testify that staying here is much more expensive than living in Dubai. One of the most difficult things is that you're not going to get a job there, but here you can easily get a job, because I think last 2 months, one of my colleagues, she stopped working and she got a job within 1 week. I think less than a week she got a new job. So I think here there are more jobs, but they pay small. Mafi fulus. Mafi fulus. I remember say Mafi fulus. The pay here is relatively small as compared to Dubai. I'm working in an acai shop. I have a friend who is also working in an acai shop in Dubai. When we want to compare our salary, I'm nowhere close to her. Nowhere. What she's taking her. So I'm like, so if I come and work in an acai shop, I'm going to be earning this money. Now when I come to see, I'm like, okay, this is how this works practically everywhere. Everywhere, like places in Bahrain, payment is not that good. But in Dubai, because if in Dubai you go and work as a cleaner, you will have money. And cleaners there in Dubai, most of them, they provide accommodation, transport, some even give food. And then here also, the good part about here is that some restaurants, I think 80% of the restaurants that you work in, they provide you accommodation, transportation, and they provide you a square meal. Restaurants, I don't mean cafe, restaurants, these big restaurants, they provide food. They always give staff food there, because I worked in 2 restaurants, 2 different restaurants here in Bahrain, and those 2 restaurants were providing food. The first restaurant I was working in, they were providing me a daily meal, but I told my boss, because we were very, very understanding, so I told him I don't want to be eating the food that they make. I want to be cooking my own food. So is it okay for you to give me the money that you spend on the food? So he calculated the money that he used to provide this food for me, and then he gave me in cash, so I can cook whatever I want and then I bring to work. So in restaurants they give, but I don't know how it works in Dubai, because I didn't work in a restaurant before, so I don't know how this works. I worked in school, so but in school they cannot give for sure normally. And then what again? Okay, population. Now this is another thing. If you have to compare population in Dubai and in Bahrain, Dubai is a small, and Bahrain is a small place now. Bahrain is very small. Bahrain is small. You can tour the whole Bahrain one day. But Dubai has a lot of Emirates that I never visited in Dubai. Never. I don't know how this, like somewhere like Al Ain. I've only heard about it. I know it's in one hilly area. My dad has been there, but me, I've never been there. So there's some places I've not been there. Dubai is big, but Bahrain is not big, because in Bahrain you can use, like for example, where I'm living like in, they say Shia area. Yeah, I'm living in a place where you're not allowed to dress indecent, you're not allowed to be seen with men, you're not allowed to, I mean, if you just do any crazy thing here, these people will just call the police on you. So this area is like a holy area. There are certain things you are not allowed to do in this area. And the other places, like just like in Dubai, right? Because I think this happens in all Arab countries. There are places where you can feel free as an African, wear whatever I want to wear, do whatever I want to do, and there are also other places where you are not allowed to do some certain things. Because yeah, let's say in Bahrain we have horror where you see a lot of Africans, and like when I'm trying to compare the population, like obviously this one I cannot even compare. You just know that Dubai has more population than Bahrain, because Dubai, that's where people can eat money now. There's Burj Khalifa. You see all the stars, Nigerians, Americans, all the stars, they go and enjoy their money there. But yeah, Bahrain will have the 4-star hotel. Bahrain is also nice when it comes to places. They also have beautiful places, but as compared to Dubai, hi, there's no way. There are lots and lots of beautiful places. So what I was saying about the dressing code is, where I'm living in Hammer Town. If you know anybody who is in Bahrain, Hammer Town, let's say from around about 40 where I'm living, there's certain things you cannot wear. You cannot dress, you cannot do some type of things. Hey God, they will just call the police on you. Like I said before, in my last experience, my second experience or my second encounter I had with the police is that I was putting on something short and I was walking in this area. Then this Arabic woman, he just looked at me with one eye like this. I was wearing something short, very short. It was not that short, but it was short and it was tight fitting, you know, with the small skin, so it would be more exposing. So we're going, and then I saw this Arabic woman. The way they looked at me, I just knew, there's danger. I said, let me just go, just for me, before we reach the supermarket. And then the police just stopped me. Can I see your CPR? And that's your ID card. And I'm like, okay. I showed them my CPR. And you know, if I was wearing this dress without having a CPR, by now I'll be in Cameroon. Like, why are you dressing indecent? Don't you know this is an Arabic country? You have to be modesty and you have to be decent. But in Dubai, there are places in Dubai that you can wear whatever you want to wear at any time. Anyway, Dubai, for me, I don't even think it's an Arab country anymore. No, it's an Arab country for sure. But you know, like let's say 60% of Dubai is made up of different nationalities. Now the system has even changed that Christians are allowed to go to church on Sunday. That's how good things have changed. There are a lot of Christians in Dubai that they did not have the opportunity before to go to church. You see, they could not go to church because of the way the work system is and everything. But I just think this is changing their religion, their way of living. But it's a 50-50 because it's going to favor everybody, right? It's going to favor both the Christians and the Muslims. There are other Muslims that are Christians. How do I describe this? Is it Islam that are Christian or Muslim that are Christian? Because the woman I was working for, she was okay. There are Arabics that are Christians, yes. Because this lady I was working for, she was an Arabic, but she attended a Christian church, that's a Catholic church. She was a Christian, you see. So I think Dubai is changing. You cannot go to church on Sunday, but talking another thing, church service. You see, I have a lot of things to compare about these things, these two countries. Like, there's a lot. Like, now you can go to church on Sundays, but yeah, if you have to go to church, you have to check online. I think at a certain point you need to even book your own day that you want to go to church, like the own day you want to attend. Because I went to church on Christmas and I ended up attending, I think, Espanol service. I took communion. So the pastor was like, "Are you taking communion?" I said, "Yes, I'm taking communion. Communion, body of Christ, the body of Christ, regardless of your nationality or the language you speak." That's what I think. The body of Christ is body of Christ. So I went and they were giving communion. I said, I've not taken communion for a very long time. I've not drank the blood of Christ. Let me take it. I took it. It was very strange. I was not even understanding what they were saying. they were speaking in their own language, but I could understand, the way they make it, the way Catholics say it. They say rhyme, they say pattern that they say that you understand. And I'm not a Catholic, but I went to a Catholic school, so I know all these things. And then I was just answering in my own way that I could answer, and then just run things the way I could run. So now we'll talk about religion and population. I already gave you all the basketballs, but now when it comes to Christianity or when it comes to church services, of course Dubai has a lot of churches, more as compared to Bahrain. Why? Because Bahrain is small, it's not as big as Dubai. Dubai is so big. Yes, it's not as big as Dubai. And then you can attend church service on Sundays, because Christians are now allowed to have 2 days off. I think Saturdays and Sundays they can go to church. Then most times on their Friday they go and do their prayer. So this is a good part. This is the best part for people who are enjoying Dubai. All the Christians, like my mother, she's in Dubai. She was like, I'm not going to church. I cannot go to church. My work, my this. Now she can go to church freely, and she's not going to, grumble about it. Whereas also here in Bahrain, I can say since I came to Bahrain, I've gone to church one time. I'm not proud of it, though. I'm definitely not proud of it, because I grew up in a church house. My grandfather and my grandma will flog the hell out of you if you don't go to church. You have to go to church on Sundays, because our house was very close to the church, like 2 steps closer to the church. Just pap, you are already in the church. So you have to go to church every Sunday. So I was, let's say, church girl. But now I don't have that privilege or the advantage to go to church every day, because the church timing does not work with my schedule. Sometimes I'm off on a Monday and church is not open on Monday. I'm off on a Tuesday. Church is not open on Tuesdays. So the time varies. Sometimes they have the church service on a Friday, and on Friday I cannot go there because Friday I'm at work. So, and there is no way I cannot say, hey, I want to look for a day not to go to work because I want to go to church. I'll pray in the house. God in heaven understands the situation. I'll put my knees down now and pray and bless Daddy, because things are not like back home. You don't want to go to work, you can just stay and then maybe take permission and say, I'm not feeling well, I cannot come. Hey, try it here now. Try it here. You understand? They're not talking too much. More, and you're going to be your bank statement. Your bank statement are going to be, discussing what is happening. So that's how it is. And then, okay, I talk about population. More of Africans are in Dubai as compared to Bahrain. And then, like where I'm living, I think we're the only Africans living here in this area where I'm living, because I can walk from here to, let's say, around about 10. I will not see any African, no African. From here to around about 10, I will not see any African. So I think in this area, it's practically Arabics, the Shia people. So you don't see a lot of Africans. But now when you want to see Africans, you want to. And for me, even, I just like to stay. And this is very quiet also. This is best place for people who want to study. Yes, people want to go to school now. This is the best area to come and live. If you come and rent your house here, there's no noise. Everywhere is quiet. There are no clubs. There's one mosque that prays. And there's no church. There's nothing, in Africa, beside our house, one church is there, firing prayers every day on your head. So, it's not there. And then here it's so quiet. And then there's another place. There are other places. We have like in Jofair. We have in Hora. Wow. This is now, in Jofair particularly, this is where now you have your money, you want to enjoy. This is where the enjoyment takes place. You have Jofair, you have, what's the name of this place? Is it Ali or Awali? Yes, Jofair, but I know particularly about Jofair. So Jofair, this is the place where you go and enjoy. You have clubs. You can go and enjoy well. But and then there you can now wear your short skirt, because there you can feel free, right? Nobody's there, but just wear your CPR, because the CIDs are always working. They'll just ask you, where's your CPR? Can I see your CPR? And they are very polite, very polite. There's nothing like brutality or beating. They'll ask in a very polite way, can I see your CPR? You don't have your CPR, eh? Or your pass, or your ID card has expired, or you don't have a visa. Okay, you first of all go and sleep somewhere in, you go and sleep some more there, and then they'll start calculating how they have to send you back to your country and stuff like this. But if you are free, you can do whatever you want to do. You can move around and stuff like this. Okay, let's compare when it comes to crime rates between these two countries and see which country has more security. I think the both countries, when it comes to security, the security is relatively very strong and good. Because crime rates, there was just one time I heard, before I came to Bahrain, I had told my father I was coming to, no, I had not tell my father I was coming to Bahrain. I didn't tell my mother, but I already had it in my mind. My head was no more in Dubai. I already had in my mind I was coming to Bahrain. So before coming to Bahrain, I heard one news that one Cameroonian guy, he stabbed some people in the room. And then a lot of people now were discouraging me that don't come. And I'm this kind of a person that if I want to do something, if I say I want to do something, nobody can discourage me now. I feel like I'm a man on that part because decision making, if I say I want to do something, if I say I want to go to somewhere, I want to do something. Forget. What did not say what? Don't go there, they are doing this, that. I say I'm going. I don't want to stay in Dubai. I don't want to stay in Shakima anymore. I want to go to Bahrain. And then the good part is when I put my heart somewhere, it always work out well because I came to Bahrain. The life here became so easy for me, so peaceful, so simple. I did not have complication. Even when I lost my job, I was able to catch up on that job so fast. I'm able to meet up with people. I'm able to communicate with people. Yeah, so I think it's just where your heart is. Where your heart tells you to go, go. Because my heart told me to come here and I came here and I'm very, very okay as compared to when I was in Dubai. Just imagine Dubai, I was there with my parents. I was living with my parents, but my mind, my brain, everything was telling me come to Bahrain. Yes, so when your heart tells you to go somewhere, go, go. Now I've compared about, okay, I was talking about security. Not about this hush puppy guy that was caught in Dubai. See, Dubai, when it comes to security, in fact, these two countries, I clap for them. When it comes to securities in these two Arab countries, there is, I will not say 100, but I'll say 99% security. Because if you do something, because when you enter, when you come here, when you arrive Bahrain, your fingerprints, they have your fingerprints, right? They have your face. That's the two things they need now. They just need to touch somewhere. They just need to capture your face somewhere. They will get you. Whether you run where, as long as you're in this Bahrain or in this Dubai, unless they don't want to be serious about it. If they decide, if they mean for your back, they will get you. That's what I think. That's what I know. And then now when it comes to how the people interact and stuff, how they treat people, generally I'm going to be saying that treatment in the Emirates or in the Middle East when it comes to the Arabs is good. Now when I say it's good, is no be all man fit be number one. Some people can be very, very good and some people they will get their own bad side, you get. But I never received bad side actually, so I don't feel talk say bad. But I have seen people who have yen wing from these people who you don't see shaggy. But I think the treatment here is, I'm not going to say the treatment here is bad. The treatment is good. Just don't step on their left foot. Just be on the right. If you when you go match that foot, they will show you shaggy. So just be on the right foot all the time. Because people say they act like racist, but I don't think so. They some now racism does not only mean white skin or dark skin, because even us, some of us are racist to whites. Like some people, they no one cash, they no one cash white man, they just dislike them. And there are other whites that don't want to set eyes on black, they just dislike them. So I think this thing is a global something. It's not just on a particular religion, or it's not just in a particular country. I think this is generally. But now when it comes to them, their marriage system, I think their marriage system is very close. Like they are not allowed to go out. Like almost on a get one face. They're not allowed to go out, like to get married to somebody. Of course they can date other nationalities, but they can marry, but it depends. I mean, you should be Arabic, you should know God, you should be fearful, you should be, I don't know how to describe it, but when it comes to them getting married to other countries, so difficult. But the Emiratis, I see a lot of Emiratis getting married to other countries, other nationalities, other countries. Yes, I see them a lot. They get married to Somalians, they get married to Egyptians. These are still Arabic countries. But to see an Arabic get married to a Nigerian, or to see an Arabic getting married to a Ghanaian, This is something I've never seen before. Maybe it happens in the internet. I haven't set eyes on any. Maybe it happens, but I never see. I have no clue about it. So I think their marriage system is very very close. They don't want. I think they don't want to. But there's one thing that really baffles me, because I personally from beginning I knew that um Arabics are white skin, but there are staunch Arabics that have black skin. They are very very cute, but they are black skin. So I'm like, where is this one from? So now when I got a little bit of research and I noticed that okay, they get married to Somalians, Egyptians, because there's some Egyptian. It's Africa now. It's Africa. So African countries that have, they are Arabs or they are Muslims and they are black. So they now mix with these people, and then at the end of the day, they start having these other types of gene or this other type of colors. So this is where they get it. But to see Arabs or to see a Bahraini or an Emirati getting married to a non-Arab person, you go surely transform. You will need to transform. You will need to change your religion so that it should be 50-50. But I think religion, or I think yeah, I think religion should be personal, because if I'm getting married to you, it's because I love you, and I'm not getting married to your religion. I'm getting married to you. So I'm respecting your religion. You have to respect my religion. But it doesn't work that way for them. Now, 90% of them, if you're doing that, you're going to convert. You cover their hair, buy, like for the ladies, if you're getting married to an Arab, you are going to transform all these things. A lot of things are going to change about you. Give what you do, allow Kuba, so these things are going to change. So I spoke about their marriage system. It's very close. Now, either way, they get a lot of imbe. Yes, because it's very close now, and I was surprised that they are able to get married to their cousins, because for us it's like a taboo. You cannot do that. I cannot see my cousin and Amaya. I'm not judging that culture. It's their culture, so they know how they know how to manage it. But for us, it's way different. Like for us Christians, it's not allowed. If you do that, they will. Magami will surely shoot you, fufu. Shoot you, fufu. Then what are you thinking? So that type of things don't happen. So I spoke about, what have I not talked about? Anyways, when you talk about weather condition, I cannot even compare, because the weather condition between the Gulf country in general, no, let me not say the Gulf country in general, but let's just compare, like we're comparing these two countries. Let's say the weather condition between UAE and Bahrain is it's the same thing. Because during the summer, it's very hot, and during the winter it's so cold that our boss even made us like a sweatshirt that you can wear, because she likes us to be uniform. When you're going to work, you should dress, and you should be representing her shop. So she got us a sweatshirt that will be representing her shop. But I think that the two countries, when it comes to weather condition, they are the same. That one I cannot even compare. I was looking at the beach during the winter when they just opened it. That was just the beginning. I think it was the beginning. I think it was July or June. My face, wow, I became so dark. I had some rashes, and I don't have the kind of face where I don't even have the energy. I don't have the strength to be doing all this face skincare routine. I just like to look for water and wash my face with soap, scrub me to my sponge. These girls say vitamin A, I don't have time. Oh. I have my small Vaseline. When I make like this, I'm gone. I'm good for the day. But now I saved up, because I suppose I cannot work under this temperature. They put that if they have to work in this Bahrain, like let's say during the summer, and you have to work outside offshore, you need to cover your entire face, because you become so black. So during that period, it was so hot. And even when I stayed in Dubai during the summer, it was so hot that when we're leaving the van to the office, or I leaving the car to, I'm running, because it's so hot. You feel a lot of heat. But also I don't sweat too much, so I'll be feeling it, or I'll be burning inside. I'll be sweating from inside, but for my face, you're not going to see any of those. Yes, so these are the things. These are the little comparison. These are the comparison. Then probably in my next video, I'm going to be telling you the similarities they have. They have a lot of similar things, a lot of things in common, but in differences, guys. I'm not condemning any country. Like I said, I'm not seeing anything to insult or backslash any country. I'm just giving a little comparison between these two. So from my personal experience, like I've seen in the two countries, I've seen that the Emirates, it's I'm going to give it a tick. I'm going to give it a tick because they have a lot of um they have a lot of things. They have a lot of things when it comes to development, when it comes to finance, when it comes to their religion, when it comes to population. You know, they are way different from Bahrain. They are way different. But notwithstanding, like I said before, I'm not discouraging anybody to come to Bahrain. I'm not, and I'm never going to do that. I'm going to encourage you, but just that right now the visa for Africans is closed. So even to have direct employment now, it's not easy. Oh. It's not easy. You need to have a lot of money, and some even get rejected because of one thing to another. If you want to know what happened or what has been going on, or why Africans are not, their visas are not being approved, you can check in my YouTube. I have a lot of videos there. I've been posting, I've been educating people about it, so you can check there and you're going to be seeing everything. So this is a little comparison I was about to make. I thank everybody who has been on this live. I'm super grateful. I've not been on my YouTube for a very long time. Like I said, to create content or content creating, it's a very big job, and I'm giving a lot of applause to all the people who have been creating content, who think of how to make people laugh, of how to make people smile. At a point in time, I was like, I'm not doing it again, though. I don't do. YouTube is not easy. So that I not do. Then I checked my videos. I say, I have over 100 videos in my YouTube, both short and long videos, and I have over 656 subscribers. So I'm almost getting to 1,000, and I'm about to give up. Like, what is wrong with me? And then I've been thinking about this today. Like, I need someone to push me. Then the best thing about life is you should talk to yourself. Talk to your own self. Don't allow anybody to talk to you. Talk to yourself. You are going to make the final decision. Because I said, okay, I'm going to give up. I'm going to look for another platform where I can talk about it. I'm going to showcase. I'm going to educate. I'm going to have fun in another platform. But then again, I said, okay, I already started this in December, almost a year now. I already started this platform. Why do I choose to give up now when I'm almost getting to 1,000 followers? I have a lot of content. I have not even explored half of Bahrain. I have a lot of things to show. But then I think, when I come back from work, all these type of things. But I spoke to myself and I said, I'm not giving up. I'm going to continue pushing till I get to that 1,000. And even if I get to that 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to push for more. So I'll get to 2,000. I'm going to get there, you know. There's a lot of money on the internet. We'll go throw that money all the way for here. So everybody that's watching my video, I'm so happy, I'm so grateful, I'm so thankful. So this is the end part of my video. Next I'll be stopping now, and I'll be giving you more updates in my channel. I'm going to be posting non-stop until I'm back fully. Just need the grace of God to continue, because it's not bong bong. So guys, I'll see you guys in my next live. I'm so grateful for everybody who watched till this time. So ciao, bye bye.